Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Welcome to CertaPro Painters. Oklahoma City presents Montez at midday. And I'm your host, Dre Montez. I hope everyone is doing well on this Talk to Me Tuesday edition of the show. My oh my, how is everyone doing today? Let's raise the roof. Got high fives in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug it out. Hug that thing out sometime. Hug it on out. Get comfortable. Sit back, relax, and let's do the damn thing. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Shout out to Mark Cloud's daughter, who's turning 21 years old today. Shout out to Oklahoma City, folks. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you, whether on your job, in a relationship, or you owning a business or a company. On your straight path, you've been doing well for more than 2 years. Keep it up, the good work. Most of all, importantly. Good folk, good people. Again, if you're celebrating a happy birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're still winding down from everything that has transpired in St. Louis since Friday, I feel you. I feel you. Let's get through our pillars of the day. Let's let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you, and laugh. That laughing is key. That laughing is key. I think we all have had a version of ourselves where we call ourselves starting over, getting a new chance. But how many start overs have you had? In that start over, have you been honest with yourself? Have you been honest with yourself in your start over? We talked about this before. We expect to get lied to from our loved ones, kids, coworkers, job, and life. But you shouldn't lie to yourself. And for people out there that continuously do it, I just don't get why you lie to yourself. I just don't get it. Because we know the lie when you tell us. We know the lie when you tell us. And we give you a look like, why are you lying to yourself? Why are you lying to yourself? There's all kind of books to help you. There's even books on tape. There are TED Talks. There's a room you can go to get your shit together, to stop you from lying to yourself. That's the first thing you should do when you start over. I'm not going to lie to myself no more. How many people you know right now, over the age of 40, have started over more than 10 times? And they keep putting themselves in the same situation. And you try to give them not advice, but just tell them what they've told you the past 10 times. And just give them that look. When is it going to make sense to you? When is it going to make sense to you? Now, when sports and women lie to us, it's different. When kids lie to us, it's different. When your job lied to you, oh, it's way different. It's way different. But the lying to self, please stop it, please. I got Willie in the building with me today. Hello, Willie. Willie is in the building, and Willie and I have been having a strong discussion about what's going on in baseball. When you're talking to your bobbleheads and out loud to yourself and writing things down while watching replay and listening to talk shows on one subject, things get deep. Things get deep. Speaking of deep, we finally have a champion in the women's college basketball championship and the men basketball championship. Again, shout out to South Carolina Gamecocks. And shout out to the UConn Huskies in captivating and capturing the championship last night. Out of those two games that I saw between the men and the women, the adjustments. South Carolina made the adjustment on guarding Caitlin Curry. And UConn made a decision, I guess, before the game started. We're not going to let these motherfuckers get to the three-point line. I've never seen, I'm talking, as soon as they came across half court, UConn was right there for that pressure. They was not letting Edey get down in the paint and destroy them. He still had a solid game, and I know what people are saying. It's a team that wins in basketball. One individual cannot do it. We've seen what one individual can do to uplift the team, though. So both of those statements can be true. But at the same time, when that team concept comes together, it is something special. I did not know this about Zach Edey until this morning, that he is not allowed, he's prohibited from receiving any NIL deals due to his student visa being from Canada. Can you imagine being the best player in college basketball 2 years in a row and you cannot receive any NIL money? Well, welcome to 2024, Zach. That's all I can tell you right there, buddy. But that's something that we know NCAA is not going to look further into to help fix or move around or shake up this and that. They're not going to do that. No, not at all. There's too many things that we saw in the men's and women's tournament that they definitely need to pay more attention to. For one, the security for the women when these women are traveling to these towns that normally don't get a big turnout like that in a 2 days period of watching collegiate sports. More security for the women, okay? More security. I need the referees that once they get past the Elite Eight, we need the best ones, not the ones intimidated by the camera being on them, not the ones being intimidated by calling the game by two proven coaches, okay, as well as players or the atmosphere. We need referees that are going to stand up and do the job the right way and not be intimidated. And one other thing I think we can do, the coverage was nice. The venues were cool. Again, the security and maybe the referees are probably the two biggest things. They stepped their game up on the food for the students and the workout facilities. They did that part. Overall, I was really impressed how both championships were held and played. Again, South Carolina made their adjustment on Caitlin Curry, and you saw what UConn did to Purdue. They did not let Purdue get comfortable at that three-point line. It was kind of like the very first time UNLV played Duke. Remember that ass beating? It was like that. They've never seen nothing like that before. And I don't know if you've ever seen their dad, Bob Hurley, Sr., his videotapes from back in the day on how he trained and what his brother went through at Duke before the motorcycle accident when he turned pro, the type of training he did to his kids. He's still doing that to his collegiate kids. Those old practices still work. When they always do it in a Rocky movie or a sports movie where an athlete then fell off, he done got too comfortable, got to smelling himself. He got some money, got a woman, got a car, but somehow he done lost himself. So they go back to the beginning. In the beginning is how it all started, that thing that most got you into it, that pain you will never forget from doing that workout, that routine, things of that nature. I saw all of that between Sunday and Monday's performance in the women's championship. Again, shout out to South Carolina. And the men's, shout out to UConn. And is he right, though? Is UConn the best basketball program in the last 30 years? On the collegiate level, are they the best? The best on the collegiate level, not projecting talent to the NBA, but keeping the talent right here in the collegiate level. Are they the best at it right now? And after some head scratching and some what the fuck he just say and me looking up in the sky for answers, you know how you do when you're looking up there for answers, like what the hell? And then you get to looking at your notes and going on the interwebs and just looking at the history, the past 30 years of college basketball. You bring points to the table. UConn been whooping ass. Even when the women were doing it. UConn itself in Storrs, Connecticut, has been doing something on the gridiron for quite some time. I'm sorry, on the hardwoods. They tried to put a football team together that one year when that guy was there that went to the Patriots. You know who I'm talking about. That's from Bristol, Connecticut. But there you are, America. So UConn did what? They did it. I don't know what other setup or scenario I had for the two championships. Would it have been cool to have South Carolina women against UConn women? I don't know. I still like the game between South Carolina and Iowa. The men's game, Purdue in UConn, 2 number ones. What more way could you have it? Who else did you want in there? NC State of Bama? I wouldn't have watched that shit. No. I think we got the right games at the right time, and the push that the women started 5 years ago is about to get stronger on the collegiate level, as well as the WNBA level. The men, you're fine. You're fine going to your next stage, that being the NBA. But just collegiately, I was highly impressed what I saw the past 3 weeks. Only thing with them referees, you know who you are. You know who you are. But folks, how we doing? Talk to me Tuesday. Major League Baseball, you lying to us. Why is Major League Baseball lying to us? Why? Does anybody know why they're lying to us? I'm not talking about the uniforms. I'm not talking about the different streaming channels. I'm not talking about this dumbass food these baseball stadiums are serving that nobody's going to buy. No, I'm talking about this bullshit with the pitch clock. Pitcher's not looking at the batter, and we talked about this 2 years ago. And now all these injuries. Let me tell you what baseball is up to. Hold on now. Hold on. Okay. That same injury that Brock Purdy had, that right here, that thing right here, that crease in your elbow, your UCL. Ulnar collateral ligament. The tissue is getting worn out majority by major league pitchers because of the way they throw the ball out. They throw the ball a whole lot, more than anybody. They're using that little piece right there. That's what she said. Wearing out the tissue. In 2011, there were 111 pitchers that were on the IR that suffered from a UCL injury. Stay with me. In 2023, there were 263 players on UCL. Of that 263, 163 were on IR. Of that IR, 132 of those guys were pitchers of UCL injuries in Major League Baseball. What is that saying to me? Nobody throws 89 and 90 anymore. Nobody. These motherfuckers are bringing it 97 plus. The power, the velocity, and what they're requiring a pitcher to do to get it out. Look how long pitchers stay in the game now. We've cut down on how many pitchers you can use, mound visits. We got a pitch clock, but we got all these injuries for one particular reason going on in baseball: the pitcher's arm. How can we address this without getting ESPN Bet involved, FanDuel, the DraftKings, and all these other apps they have to squander your money or make some money or a profit of gain based on baseball? What can be done? How? This is a huge problem. That many pitchers are out right now. That many. And I think 3 more went down yesterday. So what can be done? I think they must have a meeting before the All-Star break to figure out what the issue is. Where's more data on this information? There's no timetable. A UCL is non-surgical. It takes weeks to months. There's no real timetable on this. So that right there is the bad issue right there with Major League Baseball. Team doctors, team physicians, your private doctor and physician, and the rehab responsibility here. How is that going to go? Where's the transparency on that? I think we left out on the window on this. Is there an age gap? Is it happening more to players under the age of 30 or more to pitchers over the age of 32? We need more data on this situation. Just don't give me a damn acronym and show me a highlight and give me a bunch of damn numbers. Show me a solution. Show me a solution. Remember you screwed up as a kid and your parents or the person that was raising you would tell you to write it down on what you're going to do so this doesn't happen again? This kind of goes with the starting over shit. Write some shit down so you're not do that dumb shit again. But with baseball, where the injuries are at right now, are you really 100% sure or a high percentage fact sure that this is all because of having a pitch clock in Major League Baseball? You let me know. Now, my happy side of baseball, yesterday, was the 50th anniversary of Hammer and Hank Aaron hitting his 715th home run. And I tell you what, I was here in this world, but I don't remember none of that. Got to talk to the old man. Got to talk to my dad about it. How was he feeling when that happened? But what got me was the celebration. The celebration in Atlanta was something for the ages, man. I mean, they had 715 people on the field holding a large baseball with a number on there in designated spots from where he hit his home runs at. Everybody that he played with, some of the old greats, some of those names, Dusty was there. I mean, it was an incredible celebration for such a very high special event at that time. Dealing with what was going on outside the sports, and you being a person of color trying to put all that behind you and play a particular sport, times. That's why I think sometimes we don't have it as bad as we think we have it, for sure. What's up, Cuzzo? What's going on? What's up, Mickey, my brother from the state of Washington? What's going on, boss? But that celebration was key. Baseball's not done with these celebrations. Today, in Fenway, they're celebrating the 2004 Boston Red Sox championship team. And we all know what happened to the GM. He passed away a couple of weeks ago from that team, as well as Tim Wakefield. He passed away as well. I'm looking forward to seeing that ceremony. That was a hell of a team. What they did to us here in St. Louis, the movie Fever Pitch was made. They changed the ending. Very significant story, that season, that team, all the things that happened. I'm intrigued to watch that celebration. I'm looking forward to that. But that Brave celebration, baseball knows how to throw a good party. They know how to throw a good party. If you don't believe me, watch how these late inning heroics have been taking place so early in the season. Just do a rewind sometime and think back to how baseball does that. Speaking of baseball and walk-offs, giving up 6 to 8 runs in the first 2 innings, that's hard, especially if the team can't bounce back from that, only scores 1 or 2 runs. That's difficult. But for those teams that are down 8-0, or you're the manager of a team and you got to win 8-0, it's 6th inning, what's the conversation? Keep doing what we're doing, watch his pitch count, Gus. Weather's nice. Good night for a good win, guys. Or we keep it positive, or we just chewing seeds, looking at the women up in the stands with big boobs. I mean, then the team that's losing, keep swinging, guys. It's going to change for us in a minute. The reason I say that, what the Padres did to the Cubs, and they did a celebration yesterday. It's been 20 years since Petco been open. So celebrations throughout the roof. And Tatis Jr. had the Tony Gwynn Petco shoes on. They were down 8-0. Came back and won the game 9-8. See, that's where my Hal McRae would come out. Former Major League Baseball player and manager Hal McRae. When he was managing, a reporter asked him a very dumbass question. And he lost his shit. Can you imagine going in the locker room to talk to your team and reporters after losing a game you win 8-0 in the 6th inning? That's like that baseball coach that went viral. I think it was LSU. The team went out there and played like shit, like in the movie Friday Night Lights. They went and got drunk and went to the strip club. That's how they played. And this man went the fuck off. Sometimes you got to call people on their bullshit. Real talk. Or they will keep thinking they can get away with what? Bullshit. Will and I are going to take a break here and come right back with more. CertaPro Painters presents Montez at midday. Word from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub. Get your scrub on, good people. Get your scrub on. Sometimes you got to get your scrub on. We're going to come back and talk about what happened yesterday, people. What happened? Y'all were on one yesterday. You folks were on one yesterday. I'll come right back after work.
Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. mountainmanscrub.com. Get your scrub on.
What's going on, good people, good folk, and welcome back to Talk Tuesday. I don't know if you had a chance to make it downtown this weekend for the Cardinals, the Battlehawks, as St. Louis FC, or even the Blues, but special shout out again to my man Darren Yates and my dude Big Stu. It was a great time down at Angry Beaver downtown. Nobody makes a beaver mad, not in my book. My dude Ben. And also shout out to Jamie, Sarah, and Chestnut. Amazing ladies. You had a musician, a realtor, and a model. All three of those ladies right there. It was a pleasure meeting them and doing the show this past weekend down to Angry Beaver with my dude Darren Yates. Check him out. He's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. He's all across the board. He just came back from Austin, Texas, shooting a reality show. He had a lot more to tell you about that for sure. Well, so yesterday happened. I'm not talking about UConn winning the national championship. The total eclipse of the heart. As a child going through this, in the military, civilian, being around the talk of eclipse at 53, what I witnessed yesterday and this morning, there's something wrong with y'all. It really is. It is. I can't believe the way people were acting yesterday. Did free money fall for? I've never seen nothing like it. It was so special. Oh my God. I can't believe I made it. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? What? And the people in Russellville, Arkansas that got married, congratulate. Yes, people actually took it as a sign of love to get married during the eclipse. I saw y'all some wild ass people. I mean, I understood it from the kids age 10 to 16. They were cool. But you weirdos 18 and up, oh my God. I can't wait till y'all watch all the videos and things y'all said about yesterday on how it made you feel and why you did this. To the people out there that really did feel something, I hope you went back to Mars, and we'll see you on your next return to Earth. I think they say the return flight is what, 2732 is the next return flight for the people that were taken. Okay. They don't know how many people lifted off yesterday, but I saw quite a few people get lifted off yesterday. Yeah, they need to go. The ones that left, they went back home yesterday. It was so dark they didn't want us to see them. That's how I look at it. Watching the news people cover it locally. I'm not going to say the network, but the cameraman in Mount Vernon, Illinois, you did your thing. You did your thing yesterday. There was a free-spirited woman there yesterday, and that cameraman kept it on her. Way to go, sir. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. And for the people who had no idea that it was an eclipse yesterday, until this morning, you're the greatest people on the planet. I swear you are. I slept all damn day yesterday. I thought the eclipse was next Monday. Oh my God. Cell phones have ruined people. They don't know what time it is, what day it is, when they're ovulating, when their period comes, unless they use their cell phone. And nobody uses their cell phone no more. But we don't need cell phones. We don't need them. Don't forget, coming up, what they say, May 30th, we're going no cell phones for 1 month. I'm looking forward to that. It's time. I think it's time because these telemarketers are going too far. You know what I do? I breathe real heavy and say, I'm watching you too, and I hang up. Hey, you want to do it to me? I'm going to do it to you. 3 words I'm going to give you. Work it, want it, and win it. That's all you got to do. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that, and do what? Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You know damn well you're not going to run 4 miles a day, so stop telling yourself you are. I'm doing what I can today. That's what you should say. That's what you should say. Hopefully, we get more information from Major League Baseball on what's going on. It's just something's not right. This is the final week of the NBA regular season. So we already got word that the NBA referees missed a call over the weekend that affected a team not making the playoffs. That don't make sense to me. How you apologize for missing a call and the results are that team missed the playoff? We're playing that game again. We're playing that game again. No. Your apology is not enough. You ever apologize to somebody and you said, that's not enough. I need more out of you, NBA. I need more. I don't know the momentum of the Lakers can keep going. But if we can do better than not just get knocked out the first round, I would really, really appreciate it if we do make it to the playoffs. If we don't, I'm pulling for the Pacers or the Timberwolves. That's it. I'm sticking to it. That's it. There it is, America. You have it. It's Tuesday. The Braves have an afternoon game, and they're doing the Red Sox. They're doing their 2004 20-year celebration reunion anniversary thing. I'm looking forward to seeing that because, I mean, that's when they hurt us. They did that to us. And I shook Ortiz's hand. That man hand was all the way up my damn forearm. Who hand that big playing baseball? I have questions. But most importantly, kids, we have exactly 1 week, and it's Horse Hooky Tuesday. Then we got exactly 17 days till the NFL draft starts. And then after that, we got 5 days till vacation starts. So we're excited about a whole lot of things as we're looking at what's coming ahead. Again, thank you all for tuning into the show today. Don't forget to listen to our latest podcast episode, Who's to Blame? The podcast. It's available wherever you listen to your favorite podcast at. It is up and available for you today. Do what you got to do, people. Clean up, do some laundry, tell somebody you love them. I don't know. Be truthful to yourself. Hell, be better than yesterday. How about that? Control the world. Knock down a door you're not afraid to knock down. Go be demanding, but be truthful. And don't forget to appreciate the details of the day. You got this. We got this. Win this together. As they say in the hood, I will holler at you later. And until next time, tomorrow, same time, same bat channel, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time here on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Until next time, peace. And we out.